What's happening around the world? It's time for another serving of News Bites.
最近国际上发生了哪些大事？午餐搭配 ICRT News Bites， 慢慢的一口接一口吸收最新时事趣闻。
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of News Bites. I'm Ryan Drilsma.
And I'm Trevor Tortomasi.
In today's news, renovating homes for the needy,
icebergs melting,
and Ang Lee wins a special award.
All that and more coming up next.
Top of Taiwan.
做工行善团帮弱势户修复旧家. Doing Good Team turns houses around for the needy.
Is having a nice home something we often take for granted? 有个舒适的房子是很多人看成理所当然的事情吗？
Lots of buildings in Taiwan are quite old. That often means they have problems that need fixing.
But not everyone can afford to fix them, and some people have to live with these problems for years. And they can become dangerous if they are big problems.
Like for one woman in Yunlin who was living with a broken roof. Unfortunately, she couldn't afford to get it repaired.
But luckily, a group of people were able to help her. They're called the Doing Good Team, 做工行善团, and they are volunteers that help fix the homes of underprivileged citizens. 弱势者.
Volunteers are people that help others in need without getting paid. The Doing Good team has individuals that do cement work, woodwork, electrical work, and metal work.
They were brought together by the Tainan Labor Affairs Bureau, and they post pictures and videos of their work on their Facebook page.
They were recently called out to help a grandmother in Nantou County. Her house desperately needed repairs, but she only collects recycling for a living and couldn't afford to fix her home.
The Doing Good team gave her a new roof, new electric wiring, and new bathrooms. What a great group of people.
做工行善团是一群志工，目的是帮弱势户修复旧家。最近帮一位阿嬷修复屋顶及厕所。
Going global.
世界最大的冰山融化了。Former biggest iceberg melts away.
This week's international story is a tribute to the life of a social media star. 这个礼拜的国际新闻故事要向一个网红致敬。
But it's not a person who has died, and it's not an animal either. In fact, it's the world's former biggest iceberg, 冰山, that has completely melted away.
Scientists say one of the world's largest icebergs has melted away.
The iceberg was called A68 and was nearly 6,000 square kilometers big. It broke away from Antarctica in 2017. It was being tracked, 追踪, by the US National Ice Center.
And after it broke away, pictures of it were shared across Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms.
People were worried it could hit the island of South Georgia, Nanchaozhiyadao, and impact the penguin population there.
But now it has almost completely melted away. The iceberg began breaking into little pieces because it was very fragile, 细弱. If you compare how thick it was to its height and width, it was like 4 pieces of paper on top of each other.
Experts are actually saying it's amazing that it lasted as long as it did. But its life has been a great thing for scientists as well as social media users.
It was 12% of the ice shelf that was lost when this iceberg broke off. But that's a normal process where more ice is coming off the land and replaces what's breaking off into the sea.
They have learned a lot from it about how ice shelves are made. Ice shelves are platforms of 100% ice that flow from land to the ocean.
科学家说 A68 冰山让他们能够更了解冰架的组成方式。冰架是陆地上的冰河流入海中，浮在海上的大片冰块。
Today's feature.
李安获得英国电影奖项。Ang Lee wins British Film Honor. A Taiwanese director is being honored in the United Kingdom.
I wish I knew how to quit you. Ang Lee has been presented with the British Academy of Film and Television, or BAFTA, Fellowship. The fellowship is considered to be BAFTA's highest accolade. It is given out to individuals in recognition of their outstanding contributions to the worlds of film, games, or television. Lee received the honor at BAFTA's annual Film Awards earlier this month. 李安获得英国电影和电视艺术学院的终身成就奖。
I cannot make this movie without the help of Taiwan.
BAFTA praised Lee as a master of his craft. They called him incredibly versatile and able to switch easily between different genres of films. BAFTA says his movies have been groundbreaking in both their technical expertise and in their subject matter.
I don't think you're gonna like me when I'm angry.
Previous winners of the Fellowship Award include Alfred Hitchcock, Steven Spielberg, and Stanley Kubrick. 艺术学院称赞李安，说他非常全才，电影技术、内容又开拓性。
The recap.
So, in today's News Bites, a group of people help the needy by fixing up their old houses.
The Doing Good team are volunteers.
They post pictures and videos of their work on their Facebook page.
And the world's biggest iceberg has almost completely melted away.
It was called A68.
And it helped scientists learn a lot about how ice sheets form.
And Ang Lee has won an honour award from the British Academy of Film and Television Arts.
They said Lee is a master of his craft. That means he's very good at making movies.
And that's today's episode of News Bites. This week, we want you to have your say about being brave. Often when we face a difficult situation, we have to be brave. Being brave means having courage and not showing you are scared. People who work with big animals like lions and tigers are said to be brave because these animals are dangerous. But you can even be brave when you do something like go to the dentist. Tell us about a time when you were brave. Record your message and send it to newsbites@icrt.com.tw with your name and age, and if you like, the name of your school. Make sure to send us your recording by Thursday at noon, and you might hear your message on our show on Friday.
ICRT 与教育部国民及学前教育署下次继续和您聊新闻。ICRT App 和网站也能重复收听。
More local and international news next time on News Bites. Brought to you by K-12 Education Administration. Find past episodes available on the ICRT website and app.